So if I look at what I've got in 3D, and that view's a little bit misleading because it is 3D, you can see it. We've got another function in ArchiCAD which is solid element operations. It's hard to say we've got a mouthful of grapes of solid element operations, so I have to say it when I haven't eaten anything. And the way that it works is we have to bring down, I think, design, where are you? Yeah, solid element operations. It's under the design menu. And straight away you get this big box here and you think, oh my God, there's another box full of information. So let's hope it still works the same way as last year. We've got to get the target, we get an operator. When we've got a target and an operator selected, we choose an operation, and it can be a taking away, it can be a taking away with pushing up, with pushing down, it can be intersection, or it can be the addition. And these can be quite confusing sometimes. So what I want to do is this one, subtraction with upward extrusion. And the reason that I want to choose that is because my slab is buried underneath this much of the site. So I want to take away what the slab's cutting into, but I want to take away the overburden as well. This is our cut. So the first thing I do is get the target. So I click once here, and the target is the mesh, and then I click again. And that shows me that it's got a target selected. Then I've got to click off. And then I click the operator, click this guy, click there, and then I hit the, I've already chosen the operation, I execute. And now it's chopped away on top of that slab for me. It's chopped away on top of the slab, and if we go to the section that we've got here, you'll see what it's actually done. So there, it's done that slice for us. So and the interesting thing is, if I move this slab up here, all of that cutting disappears. So it's still active. So I'll put that back down there, and I go back to the 3D window. So the other thing, of course, is because it's still active, I can select my slab again, and I can extend my slab, and it keeps cutting with the slab, which is kind of fun. Now there's a warning attached to this, and if you look back at this solid element operations dialog here, it's got some other stuff, convert to morphs in finalize operation. When we're absolutely sure that our slab's in the right spot and it's the right perimeter, etc., then we can click convert to morphs. But in before that, we shouldn't. Otherwise, when our mesh has gone to a morph, there's no way of getting it back, and it's a real drama. The way that I get around this practically in a real life job is I will start a job with a mesh that I've built, which is exactly the site that I've got. And I'm going to put that on a layer called Site Mesh Existing, and then I'm going to copy it, and I'm going to have Site Mesh Proposed as the new layer, and put the same mesh on that, and then do all of the new work on the new mesh, even though it's the same as the old one. I've got the old one turned off, I've got a new one, I do whatever I want to do, all of the cutting, all of the filling, and that might become a morph, but it doesn't matter. I've still got my initial one. And the reason that works for us is quite simple. Because when you go to council sometimes, especially with companies,